Hey, good morning. This is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life. It is August 22nd, 2024, and it is 83 degrees here. Not really that humid. I woke up this morning to lightning everywhere, but no thunder. Just lightning storms. It looked like we were to the east of me, which would be behind headquarters. So it might be a nice day even though the clouds are dark. And the reading, our daily word for men reading for today is called adaptable. And the scriptural reference is when God's people are in need, be ready to help them. Always be ready to practice hospitality. One of our securities in life is to settle into a home and create a comfortable space that is safe from danger and protected from the elements. We need this as humans at a basic level to begin to explore deeper relationships and develop community. But in this process of finding security, we face the possibility of withdrawing into ourselves and becoming stagnant or too self-focused. Additionally, our work roles may become routine and predictable. How are we challenged to grow and adapt? Of course, God has the answer, and it is found in a unique way. Inviting a stranger into our home is both vulnerable and opportunistic. The good news of Christ's redemption can be shared, and we are allowed the occasion to adapt to a new element in our lives. If we listen well and share our lives, we can be mutually enriched. Enrichment is the beauty of being adaptable. And the question for us is, how can you challenge yourself to be more adaptable? I have, in my career, I started out, I majored in math, went to graduate school for math, and took a job in the computer industry. That is what I wanted. I really, really wanted that. And I worked for a local bank, a large regional bank, for a good 15 years before the whole system of banking changed and banks started to acquire each other. In fact, one year I adapted so much. I worked for Rhode Island Hospital Trust Bank, Fleet, Bank of Boston, Bank of America, four rather than five, Bank of America. And that was different management styles. Of course, I didn't have, just as you learn one management style, another bank came in and took it over, and they had a different philosophy. And so I had to be very adaptable. And I had to be adaptable in what I did. I lived in Providence, and I had to commute to Boston to go to work, which I really didn't like. That it's not so much, it was 60-something miles, and it's not so much the mileage as soon as you can get to the Southeast Expressway, it's jam-packed with cars, so a 60-mile commute could take you 2 hours, and it really was something else. So I could see the writing at the end of the wall that there weren't going to be that many banks left, and all these high-paying backroom jobs. I was networks manager for Bank of Boston, and I really never got a job title with Bank of America. I mean, there was so much confusion. People didn't know what they were doing and what position they just kept us on, and it was really weird. So I decided to go out, do a career change at 43. I went to nursing school. I got my BSN, and I became a neurosurgery nurse. And that took a lot of adaptation, because at the time, nursing didn't believe in the business model, and things were done the way they were done, and they brought in headhunters and head choppers, and I'll tell you, hospitals changed very quickly, and now it's all business. You don't even get to go in unless you got insurance. So it was all adaptability. But I tried to pick the thing that was most interesting to me, which was neurosurgery of the brain, even psychiatry, and I learned so much, and I appreciate the skills that I learned. So, staying in one safe place is good. I heard a mantra of one guy who was 40 when he lost his job. What am I going to do? I'm 40. I've been doing this all my life. Well, go learn a new skill. You can do it. I mean, most people can. It takes a lot. I was working third shift and going to school full time during the day. I had to. I had a house. I had bills, and I'm glad I did it. And the question, how can you challenge yourself to be more adaptable? I like the excitement. I gotta say that. I know in retirement it is not as exciting, but I like being out there in the middle of things. I like taking care of complex patients. I loved it when I solved a problem in IT. If a system went down, one night we had a computer go down in Chicago, and it shut the whole network down in Boston, and it was a long time figuring that out. And I had the head of the bank calling me, the head of the bank's wife calling me, the chief information officer, and it was just a process of all night gathering more and more information, trying to figure out where the problem was coming from, and honing in on one office, one computer that took the whole network down. And as far as with Christ, we're adaptable. If you see someone that needs help, help them. Don't worry, if they're dressed the way you think they should be dressed. Give them kindness in the Word of God, and you'll never go wrong. So that's my word for the day. Have a safe and wonderful day. See you later.